Hey guys, this is Sabrina the Dreamer. This is me from like 4 months in the future because I came home and got so distracted with summer and I just had no motivation to post and edit this video. So here is the video finally. This is my final trip. My mom came to visit me in France and we went traveling through Lyon, the south of France, to Orléans, back to my city tour for a couple days, and then we came home and I arrived back home after my year of exchange in France. So enjoy my final trip. Good morning, guys. It is about 9:15 in the morning and I am walking to the train station to catch my train to Paris. Unfortunately, my mom's flights have been changed, so she's not going to be here till later in the day, so I'm kind of mad about that, but I'm just going to go to Paris, try and check in, and we'll see if I can find some things to do. Je pense la France c'est un bel pays. I'm sad of leaving this place, bro. I'm really gonna miss it. We're coming back for a couple days at the end of the trip, so it's not completely goodbye yet, but had my last night in my residence, so it's sad. Alright, I just arrived in Orléans and I have to change trains here, and yeah, should be on our way soon. Alright, we have just arrived at the train station and I'm getting on the metro to head to the hotel and try and check my stuff there. Alright, I'm in Paris now, just checked into the hotel. I called with mom, who's still in Dublin, but she's about to board the plane to Paris. So hopefully everything goes well and she'll be here soon. So I'm heading to the Musée d'Orsay and it's free for people who have like long stay visas. So yeah, I never got to go, so at least I'm gonna see that. Okay, so I got a sandwich. I don't know if it's just the place I went to, but the prices were way more than it usually is back home. And I've been wanting to try this fused tea for like forever. I'm right near the Musée d'Orsay and there's some guys playing music and everyone's just sitting here, so I thought this is as good a place as any to eat. Okay, so I'm now in the Musée d'Orsay. I had it for free since I have my long stay visa. I don't know why there's a small Statue of Liberty here, but yeah, I'm gonna go explore. Okay, so we have a really cool like model of the opera. Look at this. I love things like this. So here we have this really cool painting of Paris. At first I thought it was taken from a plane, but it's literally from 1865, so it's from an observatory. Looks so cool. So we're up just looking out at the entire museum, and it's really cool. The architecture's super cool. And I am tracking my mom's flight online, and it looks like it's going to be on time. I don't really know what this is, but everyone is crowding around it. So, okay, I do know this painting seems familiar, and it said online it's one of the ones you have to see. Chat, is this the girl from Bridgerton? My mom literally sent me a card with this painting on it. Here we have Vincent van Gogh's self-portrait, and A Starry Night. Not the famous one, but another one still by Van Gogh. I thought this was Trump. Okay, we are in the party room, and it's really cool. It's kind of like a dance room. Okay, here we have the polar bear, which I have seen around. I didn't expect it to be this big. It's very cute. I like how rounded it is. Hey, no way, we know this guy. Okay, my mom's on her way, so I'm about to leave, but there's this kind of cool statue called the Quatre Parties du Monde, so like the 4 parts of the world. I think like each of these figures is supposed to represent like a different part of the world. I'm not 100% sure which is which, but I think it's pretty cool. Here we go. And I feel like I've also seen this painting, but the name doesn't ring a crazy bell. I don't know. Anyways, I'm on my way out. Okay, I'm just walking to meet my mom. I'm gonna meet her in like 10 minutes, but it's so weird because last time I saw her was literally at the Vancouver airport when I was leaving, and I remember like hugging her and I was like, oh, it's whatever, it's not a big deal, but like then I had to just like force myself to like go through security and like wipe away tears.
just so I wouldn't stand there forever. But I talk to her every day, so it's just, I don't know, it feels like I see her every day, but I don't know, it's so weird. Guys, I can literally see my mom.
So, we are in the big Gallery Lafayette here, as you can see, and it has the cool dome over there. Very pretty.
And I'm with Mama now! First time seeing her since I left in January. So exciting. Here we have the Opera House. I was reading about it in the museum today. Alright, we are at a restaurant just outside our hotel. We got pizza, we got some prosciutto. It's very good. Good morning, guys. We are in line for the Pantheon. We have a super cool view of the Eiffel Tower. And now we are just waiting to go inside. Alright, we are inside of the Pantheon now. Lots of artwork and sculptures. Both actually old and some modern stuff. So interesting. And here we have the pendulum that is basically showing that the world is spinning, I believe, and it's right under the dome. We have these paintings of Joan of Arc that look very familiar to me. Model. Okay, we are in the crypt now. We have the tomb of Victor Hugo, Emile Zola, go like that. There's a lot of tombs in here. And this is just a view of the building from the outside. Okay, we are in the crypt underneath Notre Dame. Hardly anyone here, but there are all these ruins. They have an actual tusk of a woolly mammoth here. Something I didn't realize is just how old the city is. Like, they're talking about all of the Roman remains, how it changed to be named Paris in the 4th century, meaning it was ruled by the Romans even before that. Okay, we are waiting in the line to go into Notre Dame. We're slowly but surely making our way up there. And yeah. Alright, we are inside of Notre Dame now. Very cool. We stopped for lunch, sandwich, dessert, drink combo. Okay, we're now in the Jardin de Luxembourg, and this is the Medici fountain that my mom wanted to come and see. Very cool. We have just arrived at Napoleon's tomb and the Hotel des Invalides, so we're gonna go in there now. Okay, here is the tomb. We have, it's all again sort of like a dome with all the painted stuff. Very cool. Okay, we are in the Hotel des Invalides, and they have a bit of history about it. I've definitely seen this one before. They got Napoleon's horse stuffed, but like, it's actually it. We have arrived at the train station, and we are just about to get on the train for Lyon. Good morning, guys. We are walking along the river and just heading up to go meet our walking tour for this morning. Looks like it's going to be sunny. Hopefully it continues to get warmer. So we're here in the town square. This is the Hotel de Ville. We have this really cool fountain, apparently made by the same guy who made the Statue of Liberty, actually, so that's pretty cool. Okay, so there's this little sign here because apparently Lyon was like the capital of the French resistance during World War II. Here we have what is left of the Roman amphitheater from back then, obviously. This is a really cool building where everything in front is painted on. Okay, we are now at some Roman theaters up on the hill, but obviously this is a redone, but I think they still use it. They have a theater here. So we are going into the museum. I think all this is probably original. Just look how tiny these statues are, and yet they still have detail and like they're so old and preserved.
So basically this is just like all the Roman stuff that they found around the site. Guys, they have Lego models. They're so cute. Like, imagine being hired by the museum to build this dream job. Look at all the little statues even. They're so cute. We got the Roman baths. They're working out there. Rose concentrated doing sit-ups. We have a view of Lyon from up here. We got some brioche, very fancy looking. He said there's like pralines and almonds in it. And we got some gelato. Alright guys, it is the next day. We were pretty tired, so we just went to bed last night. And our train is actually delayed, so we have a little bit more time here. So we're going to the museum and then maybe a market. We're in the museum now, and they have some ancient Egypt stuff. Look at all these. They're so cute. They're so tiny. Real French lunch before we go to the train station. So we have arrived in Avignon now, and we're having some lasagna and salad for dinner, and we're literally right beside our hotel, so super nice area. Good morning guys, we are at the Papal Palace now. Apparently for a time the popes lived here in Avignon, so we're going in to explore that. We have a nice wooden diorama of the palace here, and some cool paintings out here and a bit of a courtyard. Okay, here is the front view, and over there's I think like a church or something like that. Mom wanted to come to McDonald's, so we're getting McDonald's. The Grimace shake is back. Sometimes in life you want gelato, sometimes in life you want McDonald's soft serve. Both serve their purposes. So we are up on Pont Avignon right now, and we can see the walls of the city, the old walls along there. And yeah, we're on the Rhone River. Here's the bridge. So we just came back from dinner with some family friends, and now we are watching our World War II documentary that we've been working on. So yeah, and we got some snacks. Good morning guys. We are now in Nimes right now. We're on a short like half day minibus tour. So yeah, this is kind of a site of old Roman baths, I believe. Okay, my bad. I think some of that was newer, but this is Temple to Diana. I believe this is Roman. Okay, so this is a temple from 2 to 5 AD, I believe. Really well preserved. Here we have the arena, which is apparently the best preserved, like Roman Colosseum in the world, even more preserved than the one in Rome. It's obviously not as big, but yeah, super cool. We have the statue of the bull here because they still do bullfighting over in the arena. So this is a 11th century castle. Cool. And we just went through a market and got some cheese. We're just biting the cheese straight. Mom are having cheese for lunch. Alright, we have just arrived at the Pont de Garde, and apparently these olive trees here are like over 1,000 years old. So we are here kind of on a lower level, and here's the river and the view. Very pretty. So just over here we have a prehistoric cave. There used to be lots of cave paintings, but apparently there was a flood in 2002 and it washed them all away, sadly, but cave is cool. Okay, so here is the outside of the cathedral, kind of overlooking a bit of the city. And from down here you can see the church and the statue, and then here's the Palais des Papes that we went in yesterday. Guys, we got another charcuterie board dinner. We are leaving Avignon. We're about to get on the train, and we have a bunch of changes, but we're gonna end up in Nice this afternoon. Alright guys, we have just arrived in Nice. Pretty sure we got scammed by the taxi driver, but it's really pretty here, and we are gonna just get some stuff before we check into our hotel, and then yeah, go come swimming. Guys, there are a bunch of kite surfers here, and sometimes they go up into the air. So we came to the beach, but unfortunately the clouds blew in like just as we got here, so now it's kind of cold. I've just been watching lots of planes go by, but I think we're gonna go and try again another day. Good morning guys, we are on a tour today, and we have stopped at a couple really nice viewpoints up on mountains. Obviously you can see the ocean, some boats. It's just so beautiful here. So we're visiting a perfumery today. So we tested a bunch of perfumes, have some soaps, all sorts of stuff like that. Alright, so we are in Monaco right now. We can't really go in to see much because it's closed off for the F1 races, which if you can hear the cars, that road they're going right by, that is the casino over there. And yeah, it is quite windy, so sorry about that. It is absolutely beautiful here. Just look at the water here and all of the boats and the ocean. There's like a cruise ship over there. It is so pretty here. Obviously super expensive too. So I don't know if you guys can see, but there are some cars going through right now. You can hear them. I think they're just practicing or something though, because I don't think the official F1 race has started yet, but okay, we are up now at sort of a viewpoint. There's a castle up here. Look at this view of the beach and the water. Again, there's the airport over there, and then the town and stuff. So beautiful. Alright, we are at the beach now. There's Mom, she just got in. It is so nice, so pretty here. And yeah, I think I'm gonna go in. Look at this fancy dinner. Thank you, Mummer. Welcome. Alright, we got some nice desserts from a bakery. This one is lemon, this one's kind of like cheesecake, and this one is Paris-Brest. So, yo! We are making our way to a boat tour today, and one of those guys who tries to exchange stuff for something better in like the TikTok challenges came up to us, but we didn't have anything good. But anyways, so yeah, we are going. We are on the boat now in the bay, looking at all of the fancy houses. They're saying like houses from like Elton John, this famous actor, something to do with James Bond. Lots of fancy things. Very pretty here. And we have a Canadian flag over there. And lots of yachts and cruise ships and stuff. So we took a bus out to Villefranche-sur-Mer, and now we're having lunch at a restaurant here. Very pretty. Mom is very happy. Okay, we were laying on the beach at Villefranche-sur-Mer. It was nice, but it was a little cool, so we're gonna go to Italy. We're on the train. We just arrived in Italy. Mom got the text. They're speaking Italian in the station. Guys, we made it. We're at a beach in Italy. I never actually got to swim when I was in Italy, and Mom either, so we're gonna do it. Yay! We had to get some gelato while we were in Italy. Guys, we are coming up to Monaco. On the way back, you can see all of the yachts out there.
We just had dinner out on the deck here. It is so pretty with the ocean over there.
Good morning, guys. So our train never showed up, but we got on another train that's going the same way. It's only like half an hour, so it should be fine. So our hotel is literally like 1 minute from the train station, but we walked over to Antibes and we're here at the port and we're gonna find some lunch.
We got some lunch. These look amazing. So we came to this beach and it's all sandy and nice, so it's much better than some of the other beaches, and the water was super nice. Unfortunately, the clouds are coming in now, but we had a lot of time in the water and hopefully tanning. And yeah, we're gonna head back now. Guys, it's still light out and we're going to bed. We need at least 12 hours sleep. Good morning, guys. We have come to Cannes for the day, and the International Film Festival just wrapped up a couple days ago, so we're here at the walk. We have some like handprints, same as like in Hollywood. Not really anyone I know, except they did have Sylvester Stallone. Dog, look at that. If you guys look, you can see like the red. It's probably part of the red carpet from like, you know, it's all like blocked off now, obviously, but we have like the entrance, the main entrance with the stairs and stuff. So this is our last beach day. I am desperately trying to tan, but yeah, it's really nice here. It is, again, like better sand here. That's why we came to Cannes. And yeah, it's nice. Hopefully the water's not too cold. We might be barbecued. We're lying out here for like 4 hours. We reapplied so much sunscreen, but do you think we're barbecued?
We're cooked.
So I'm literally a zebra. I'm like super bad tan lines there. And my stomach, like, I literally look like a zebra, bro. We're roasted. Okay, guys, look at this. This is amazing. This is like a seafood poke bowl. Mom has some pasta. It's super nice here. The vibe is so good. So after dinner, we came to sit on the beach for something of a sunset. It's really nice. Somehow the water feels warmer than it did in the day. Morning, guys. We are leaving Juan-Les-Pins now, and we are going to Paris because we have to go through to get to Orléans, so mostly traveling today. And yeah, we're gonna get on the train soon. We just arrived in Paris, and our train is gonna be straight to the airport leaving from my city, so I think this is my last time like being out in Paris, so it's kind of sad. I mean, honestly, I don't really like it that much after the last few months, I've been realizing, but it's still, you know, it's Paris. We have arrived in Orléans, and our hotel is super close by. Guys, look at the hotel. It's super cool. It's like fancy. Look at the elevator. It's all old. It was really small. Super cool. So we are going to Joan of Arc's house now, so we are headed inside there for a bit. Okay, so most of the stuff they don't open to the public, so we just watched a film and then they have some like information about Joan of Arc in here. We have just come over to this cathedral here. So we have the statue of Joan of Arc here in the square. We stopped for some crepes. Tram time. As we arrived back in Tours. So we just had dinner from my favorite bakery at the island here that I always come to go for runs. And yeah, just reflecting. It's sad. Morning, guys. We are walking to get our rental car for the day because we're gonna go to a couple chateaus nearby Tours. So yeah, last day in my city. It's really sad. So the car rental place, the office was like closed, so we're trying to go to the other office at the other train station and one last ride on the tour bus. So actually they've been really helpful, and we are getting a car right now.
We got a car and we are on our way to the first chateau.
Okay, so the first Chateau Chenonceau, is super busy, and they have no time slots until much later in the day, so we're gonna try and go to Chambord first. We made it to Chambord, and they gave me the free ticket for like European Union students, but maybe because I've lived here a long time, I don't know. We made it in! So Mama's very happy to come to the Leonardo da Vinci designed staircase. I think there's actually like 2 staircases, one for up, one for down, just going around each other, but they never touch. Alright, so we are leaving now. We're heading over to Chenonceau, and this is Blois, I believe, so it's very pretty and still the Loire here. Yeah, listening to French music. Alright, we have arrived at Chenonceau, so we're gonna go in. We are here at the chateau, and this is the River Cher, which also goes through Tours, so yeah, it looks cool. So we are inside the gallery of the chateau now. Alright, so we went for dinner, and I'm trying escargot for the first time, finally. Mama got creme brulee. So we're just coming to this cathedral that I see it in all the pictures, but I've never actually been here, but it's really pretty. Okay, this is the chateau I wanted to see, but it looks kind of boring, so I'm not that mad I didn't go. So Mama's been telling me about these Roman ruins in Tours for like ever, but I think we found it's basically just this wall, but as you can see it's kind of curved, so I think it's basically like the outside of an amphitheater, like, and then they built all the houses inside, and maybe this wall is like the seating, but I don't know, it's kind of hard to tell. There's not really much here, but yeah. We are getting on the train to leave Tours and head to the airport. We made it to the airport. We're near the gates, and they have this little museum thing just here. This is kind of cool. About to board the plane. Guys, we have arrived in Calgary. Our flight was a little bit delayed because of some sort of like equipment problem in Vancouver, so they had some air traffic control delays. So Mom is literally trying to get us on an earlier flight right now. It's probably not gonna work, but like, she's crazy for that. Well, no luck, but we are getting real food. Yeah! Nap time in the airport.
Chat, we might never get home. Our plane is over there, but apparently they don't have the crew, so I think I've been told they're bringing the crew from that plane to just go. I don't know, man.
But we're like 2 hours late. Delayed 2 hours, probably more. Been here for like 6 hours, but we're finally going home, boys. Okay, it was a long journey. We finally made it to the Vancouver airport, and we are leaving now. Gonna get picked up by my grandpa. Alright, we just got in the car and we are leaving, heading home now. We are home, and here are the cats. Hi, Sockies. And Sparky is over here lying on the floor. Super late, and I am super tired, so I'm just going right to bed. That is the end of this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I could talk forever about my exchange year. I just learned so much, and I grew so much, and I had so much fun. And even though it's been like 4 months since I came home, I literally just cried about missing France the other night. I have lots of posts about it on my Instagram if you guys want to go see, and all of my updates of every single day, including some day vlogs, which I didn't post on my YouTube, but they are on my Instagram. So make sure to check those out if you guys are interested. So yeah, that's the end of this video. Bye!